Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Shadow Golbat on a classic Poison Double Dark line. Guys, I am a big fan of this team comp, and generally you see it with Nidoqueen on the lead, but guys, Shadow Golbat is thoroughly underrated. It can actually do very well up against Nidoqueen, speaking of, and as well as the fighters. So Golbat will be the lead, along with Sableye on the safe swap. My favorite safe swap in the Open Great League. It can be so clutch on the safe swap as it can really pressure your opponent's shields, or just outright flip switch advantage for you, allowing you to get the appropriate alignment. Best safe swap in the Great League, along with Scrafty in the back to close the game strong. Scrafty protects our Golbat on the lead from the very powerful steel types. And Scrafty, if you can get that power-up punch train rolling, maybe with a shield advantage, my goodness, look out, because it is next to unstoppable. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun, and here we go. Not the greatest lead in the world, especially knowing that we've got a Scrafty in the back, but Altaria takes a team effort. So what I like to do is chip with a Poison Fang, lower that very bulky defense on Altaria before making the play into Sableye. And we will absolutely shield up. That could have been a Moonblast, and it was. That's an amazing shield. And they've got a Swampert in the back. So these days in the Great Leagues, Altaria usually comes paired with at least a Registeel and generally a Toxicroak. But our opponent is running Swampert, it seems. And we will tank the Hydro Cannon. Rank 1 XL Sableye tanks that, no problem. And they did tank our first foul play. Gonna look to even up the shield scenario or take it out, and they let it go, opting to take the shield advantage instead. So we are still not out of the woods just yet, my friends. This Altaria is still very healthy, so gonna look to CMP tie them to their Sky Attack to get off this Poison Fang. Wouldn't quite KO, but they shield instead. Really hanging on to that Altaria, but the damage has been done. Gonna put the hope and faith in the Scrafty, and they blind swap to clear that debuff into a Registeel. There it is, right on cue. Oh, Scrafty's gonna have a fun time with this Registeel. We go for the foul play because they usually expect you to go for the power-up punch. Of course, foul play is gonna do more raw damage. And we will shield this out of caution. We knew that it was most likely a Zap Cannon bait, but that is okay. They lowered our attack, and we're going to raise it right back up to where it was with a power-up punch. That's all we need, guys. We need to get this power-up punch train rolling. We are now boosted, and the Registeel is gone. Can Scrafty hang on? This Altaria is getting low on health, and it still has a shield. Gonna go for the power-up punch and really boost this counter damage even more. And we get to power-up punch number 3. I'm telling you guys, you get that power-up punch train rolling, Scrafty can go on a rampage as we say bye-bye to the tanky flying dragon. Scrafty overcoming insane odds, closing the game strong. That's gonna be a good game. Well played. Oh, Scrafty can be so powerful. You love to see it. And here we go, picking up yet another not so good lead in the form of Swampert. The reason why is because it outpaces us, it hits hard, and it resists our Poison Fangs. So we will shield up the first Hydro Cannon and look to get off this big Shadow Ball. Banking on them, maybe think that we are baiting. We're going to look to do some big damage, but they catch it onto a wall raid. It's Scrafty time! Oh, I don't think they knew or suspected that we had a Scrafty lurking in the back. Gonna let this Icicle Spear go, of course, as Scrafty has some very nice bulk. And expecting that Swampert to come back in, but no, they come in with a Skarmory. So it looks like we are up against the classic Swampert, Skarmory Core, and we have loaded energy. So we are just going to keep going for these foul plays just as fast as we get to them. They do add up against Skarmory, and the beauty of the fighters up against Skarmory is that with its steel typing, it's actually taking neutral damage from our counters. We're not making it to another foul play, so gonna go for the power-up punch just to get as much damage in on the Skarmory as possible. And they do farm us all the way down. They have nearly back-to-back Sky Attacks. Gonna let this go. This Skarmory's low. They go for the Sky Attack, and look, the combo play. This is beautiful. We were expecting this, and we wanted them to come in and dump some of that energy that they have loaded. So now it's all up to Sableye. The play here is to fully farm down this Swampert, guys. We need to have back-to-back foul plays to take out that Skarmory, and we will end up having to shield the second Hydro Cannon. Getting a little sweaty here, but we have to play it perfectly. We need to leave this with back-to-back foul plays loaded because we knew that that Skarmory was one air slash off from their next Sky Attack, which would, of course, be lights out for us. So they get through that air slash, and we win. CMP tie. Oh, you love good old Sableye. We say bye-bye to the Skarmory. Sableye coming in super clutch yet again. Taking out the Skarmory and closing the game strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, the Golbat version of Poison Double Dark is thoroughly underrated. But here we go. Another Altaria lead. People were running these Altaria leads left and right. It was kind of crazy to see. Altaria is making a comeback in the Great League, so gonna play it the same way as that first battle. We chip with the Poison Fang, lowering that defense, and they decide to bank a move, so that is okay. We are still even on shields, and they've got a Stunfisk, but we've got the energy lead on the Stunfisk, and they only built up to Rock Slide. We are definitely not shielding up a Rock Slide. If you want to grab our shield, you got to at least build up to the EQ. But I think that they knew that they were behind on energy. And Stunfisk, behind on energy up against the Sableye, does not do very well. And we do grab a shield from the Stunfisk. And they do get to another potential Rock Slide. So we will shield this up and take out the Stunfisk, guys. Going to go for a foul play here. We're thinking that if we can put in some overtime on this Altaria, our Scrafty should be set up to do well in the end game. But no, they've got a Azumarill in the back. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is awful. That's okay. They got an Azumarill and an Altaria. Not too many places for our poor Scrafty to go. Oh, this is looking rough. This is basically over. Scrafty can do nothing up against the remainder of this team. We'd let that go, and we'd let the Sky Attack go here, or Moonblast, or whatever it is. No hope for our poor Scrafty to do anything, and we tried top left. That was over. Unfortunate team comp there. Couldn't quite get that one done, but good game, well played nonetheless. Oh, that last team comp was brutal for our poor Scrafty, but that is okay. Here we go, picking up another nightmare lead in the form of G-Fisk. Gonna go right in the Sableye. Golbat can do nothing to Galarian Stunfisk. And they are staying in a little bit here, likely looking to chip some health on us. But again, they just build up the Rock Slide, not shielding that, and they've got a Shadow Drapion in the back. So, gonna go right for the return. In hindsight, maybe should have baited here, as they really would love to have their Stunfisk on our Golbat. So, we actually missed a Poison Sting, shielding this Crunch Up, thinking that they were one off. We were off. We must have missed a Poison Sting, so we end up wasting a shield here, and had to let Sableye go down. We are not giving them a shield advantage here. Going to come back in with a Golbat and just chip with a resisted Poison Fang, as both of our moves are resisted. And oh, that does quite a bit of resisted damage. Speaking of, to the Shadow Drapion. and we will tank the crunch. No problem, we tank that, and gonna look to farm the Drapion all the way down. Our health is low, so what we're gonna look to do is bank a move, and it is Scrafty time. We know that we have a move banked for whatever they may have left in the back, and they're staying in. So this is a huge indicator, guys. They have not swapped that. We're shielding up that big EQ. And gonna look to take out this Galarian Stunfisk, as it is a massive obstacle for our Golbat. And we do get off that power-up punch, and we counter down. What are they hiding? Oh, it's a Trevenant! And they realized that it was effectively over, as we had loaded energy, and that Trevenant did not stand a chance. That's gonna be a good game. Well played. Oh, I'm telling you guys, if you have not yet given Golbat a try in the Poison Double Dark team, you might want to give it a shot for reasons like this, guys. Can you imagine Nidoqueen up against this thing? We had a Shadow Vic lead. They, of course, swap out, as that is a nightmare lead for them, into a Licky Tongue, and here we are. Oh, Scrafty putting in the work on the Licky Tongue. You love to see it. This is a very dominant matchup for Scrafty, of course. With our dark typing, we are resisting this fast move pressure, and we are doing massive, super effective damage with our counters. We do go for the foul play on a bulky Pokemon like Licky Tongue, because you can just farm it down from then on out. And just like that, the Licky Tongue is gone, and we've got loaded energy to threaten the very annoying Shadow Victory Bell. We go for the foul play, and they tank it. Holy smokes. Likely seeing it as dead weight, knowing that we have a Golbat, and they've got a Sableye in the back. Very interesting Shadow Vic team. So we come in with our own Sableye, because what we want to do here, shields are still up on both ends. We want to get this Sableye low. We're not necessarily overly concerned on taking it out with our own Sableye. We just really want to pile on the damage and get the Sableye within a manageable health range for our Golbat. So that's the play here. We will play out the 2-shield with them and look to get the Sableye a little lower. Fully expecting them to shield this next foul play, but getting shields down will work to our favor here, and we know that they will make it to another foul play. They did have a slight energy lead on us, and that is okay. Sableye did the job, got the opposing Sableye within a manageable health range, and the Shadow Wing attacks are really chunking. Gonna put it out of its misery with a resisted Poison Fang as we say bye-bye to the little goblin. And it is lights out for that very annoying Shadow Victory Bell. I'm telling you guys, this is where Golbat, in the place of Nidoqueen, really shines up against those very powerful and annoying Shadow Vic leads. So that about wraps up the bonus battles. We got a 4-1 there. Had to include the entire set. I'm telling you guys, Golbat in the place of Nidoqueen, I think might be the way to go, but we've got the featured set coming right up. Had loads of fun with those bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video, picking up a positive lead in the form of Trevenant, another case where the Golbat variation is far superior to the Nidoqueen, and here we go. This is why Medicham's not a good safe swap, my friends. Please, if you are running Medicham, do not run it as a safe swap. For reasons like this, guys, and they quickly realize it is over. That's one major reason why you don't safe swap Medicham, my friends. Too many powerful ghost types lurking in the back as they top left, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. That was pretty hard countery and worked into our favor this time around. So good game, well played to them. I'm telling you, my friends, if you're gonna run Medi, run it as a lead or as a closer, like what we see here. Speaking of, they are actually leading with Medi. That was a very positive lead for us as they make a play into a Sableye. So gonna stay in here a little bit, of course. Knowing that they have a Medicham and we have a Sableye, we've got yet another solid answer to Medi on our team. So, gotta put the pressure on this little goblin here with a Shadow Ball. That would do loads of damage. They shield, so we're gonna go into Scrafty. as we have a better answer in the form of Scrafty here. They are at a potential return, but knowing that they have a Medicham, gonna let it go. We want to leave this matchup with low health, giving that Medicham minimal farm off of our Scrafty. It's most likely going to come back in, and we take out the little goblin, and of course they do come back in with the Medicham. But like I said, we got a good answer to it, and they've got a Hypno in the back. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, this opponent, our opponent is ABA weak to Sableye. Guys, this is Medicham abuse. People abusing Medicham, not running it the right way. Guys, if you're out there scratching your head looking for a solid team for Medicham, please hop on the channel, check out my top 5 best Medicham teams, because our opponents are absolutely abusing Medicham. It deserves better. You don't put it on a team where it's ABA weak to a strong ghost type like Sableye. They had a Hypno in the back. Unfortunate. But this is over. If you haven't already noticed, our Sableye did the job. The Medicham's extremely low. We preserve a shield for it. And Golbat's gonna clean up this endgame and put this poor Medicham out of its misery. We, of course, shield up the Ice Punch, and we get to the Poison Fang. Oh, it pains my heart to see people abusing Medicham in this way, putting it on an ABA team where it's weak to a ghost type. Unfortunate, but a good game, well played nonetheless. I'm telling you guys, grass types are making a comeback, and Golbat handles them beautifully in the Great League, but that is not a grass type. That's a Basti, and that is a Nightmare lead, but this is so many Shadow Vicks in the Great League right now. So we draw it out with our Sableye, and whenever you see a Basti lead and they meet you with a Razor Leafer, you can almost always bet the house that there is a second Shadow Razor Leafer in the back. Infamous team comp by now in the Great League. So gonna throw Golbat back in here, of course, and tank whatever they throw. It's all resisted, and it's a Sludge Bomb. Holy smokes, you don't often see it running Sludge Bomb. A spicy moveset on the Shadow Vic, and of course they come back in with that Basti. So gonna look to just chip away at the very bulky Basti with a Shadow Ball, and it's Scrafty time. Putting all the hope and faith in the Scrafty, and oh, it's a Trevenant! Respect to the opponent for not running double Shadow Razor Leaf. It's a Trevenant, and Scrafty absolutely dominates Trevenant. Wooded has a shield advantage, and we went right for that big foul play. They were probably expecting us to bait, but we very rarely bait, especially when we have the shield advantage. Gotta just go for the power-up punch. Get that power-up punch train rolling for that Bastiodon left in the back. Gonna shield everything from the scary-looking tree here, as it's gonna do the most damage to us. Bastiodon can do nothing to Scrafty. They can go flamethrower all they want. We got boosted counters coming its way. Gonna go for another power-up punch. We're boosted. Gonna put it out of its misery as we say bye-bye to the very annoying Bastiodon. Scrafty coming in clutch, closing the game in dominant fashion. You love to see it. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, it really blows my mind how slept on Shadow Golbat is on the Poison Double Dark line for reasons like this, guys. Can you imagine Nidoqueen up against the Shadow Venusaur? It is not a fun time, I must say, but here we go. They swap into a Shadow Swampert, and we meet this with our Scrafty. As Scrafty is equipped to best handle Swampert with this team, has a very dominant matchup against it, as we saw there. They cut their losses, they let it go, likely realizing that it was not going to happen for them. They, of course, come back in with the Shadow Venusaur, and we're going to go for this big foul play. They may be seeing Venu as dead weight, knowing that we have a Golbat, and they let that go. That is amazing. And they're going for the aggressive farm down, but Scrafty, holy smokes, almost took out the Venusaur. Oh, Scrafty is insanely powerful, and we let this go. Can you imagine Nidoqueen having to tank or shield up a Frenzy Plant? It one-shots, guys, but not on Golbat. And they've got an Azu left in the back. This is just about lights out. I think they were thinking long and hard and realized, yeah, it's not happening. Golbat, even shields up against the Zoom Roll, does very well, as it was just about lights out. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. It was really finding that not only was Golbat a little bit more effective, but a lot of the opponents don't quite know what to do with it when they see it on the lead. And here we go. We got a Sableye lead. So, decided to play this a little differently. We, of course, do shield the foul play. That would do a lot of damage, especially as a shadow. But we had been going right for the big shadow ball. This time, we're going to learn from our mistakes. They had been shielding, and we grabbed the shield. So we bait, applying the debuff, lowering the defense, and now it's Sableye time here. Gonna tank the first foul play. We definitely tank a foul play. And gonna look to load up on energy on this opposing Sableye and throw the foul play here. They've got a very interesting decision to make. They let it go. They could have shielded, but they let it go. So we will see what they have left in the bag. They're thinking long and hard. It's a Noctowl. I'm not sure why they didn't just come right in with that. And they let their Sableye go down. Maybe a slightly questionable play there, but I think they maybe wanted to get some farm. But I might be wrong on that assessment as they throw. They could have definitely farmed us down, but that is okay. Gonna come back in with Golbat, of course. We don't want our Scrafty anywhere near this Noctowl that is quite this healthy. So gonna soften it up a little bit with our Golbat. They tanked the Poison Fang, and Golbat did the job, my friends. Gotta let it go. Put the hope and faith in the Scrafty, hoping like heck they don't have an Azumarill, but this is far from an Azumarill. Oh, it's a Registeel, and as we saw in one of those previous battles, Scrafty handles Registeel no problem in the one shield. You just shield up whatever they throw. It's usually that Zap Cannon to lower the attack, but it's okay. No problem at all, as Scrafty is absolutely running right through this tin can man here. Gonna raise our attack back up with the power-up punch, and they will not make it to another move. Scrafty counters down the tin can man, and that Noctowl is hanging on by a thread. Gonna go for the power-up punch. We tank a Sky Attack, no problem, and we wanted to boost our counter damage, and they were not here for that as they top left. Oh, man, Scrafty closing it strong yet again, and that is the team, my friends. How about it? 5-0. Good game. Well played to our opponent, but my goodness, guys, if you weren't sold on Golbat, on the Golbat version of the Poison Double Dark line, before seeing this video, I don't know what will sell you on it. My goodness, guys. Shadow Golbat, thoroughly underrated and underutilized in the Open Great League. Most people just, I guess, go with what they know in the form of Shadow Nidoqueen, but I'm telling you guys, Shadow Golbat, thoroughly underrated. It actually outperforms Nidoqueen in many of the scenarios that we are now seeing in the current Great League meta. A lot more people are using those strong grass types. Guys, Golbat with the poison flying typing, double resist that grass type damage, and can apply super effective fast move pressure to the very strong fighters. You just have to cover its weakness of steel, and that's why we've got Scrafty in the back to cover those weaknesses. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching. Keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.